Hello. So let me share with you a little bit about practical examples of differentiation. So if you have watched the previous videos that I shared with you, so then these are coming with the JC1 level of differentiation. So if we have, for example, a simple x squared plus 3x function, so then if we find the dy dx based on the rule, the procedure, and like the real concept, then this one we will get this. So then it goes like by a pattern that we get this. So then actually if we look into different functions and then we really try to use the limit goes with the real concept, for example like x cubed, it will give us 3x squared. So then they got the 3x squared because they run through the real concept. For example, another x power 4. So then they got the dy dx will be 4x cubed. So then it turns out that then the mathematicians or people found that there were this pattern. So what is the pattern? That if we keep on having this type of function, when we want to differentiate it, because we want to look over the small changes and all those things, like we want to study the small change, like so then it's connected later to velocity acceleration. It's just actually like x to the power of something. It's always like it becomes, put the n down like this, so nx, and the n itself, the index, you just minus by 1. So then this becomes a rule because a pattern. So it didn't come from nothing. It actually came from a pattern because people keep on doing over and over again with all different types of functions, let's say like x power 5, x power 6, x power 10, and so on. Then they could get this kind of rule. So then it's also the same thing that if, for example, we have, for example, axn, in the sense that the a is just like a random number but not 0. So the a cannot be 0, also n cannot be 0. So then what we have is a times n times x power of n minus 1. So then it happens like this. So then it works also for example, it's just like x. That's why x power of 1 actually, right? So then it becomes 1 times x power of 1 minus 1, which is 1 minus 1 is 0, right? So 1 x power of 0, which is 1. So then that's why all the procedure that we have in JC1 back then, they actually came from something. It's like get it, that's a rule, that's a procedure, follow it. So it's kind of like this. So in the next video I'll share with you more practical examples on understanding how about the more complicated ones.